What up, y'all? Dash Kings with TG. And today we're gonna talk about, is it better to work OTR or is it better to work a regional or a local? I'll let y'all know what I think about it. See y'all in a minute. Peace.
Riding around with yeah. Gotta grind hard, gotta stack it yeah. Grind hard, gotta get it yeah. Grind hard, gotta stack it Grind hard, gotta get it No beast, no dog. I'm just really a new breed on you, dog. It hurts to say that people keep no loyalty. Work your way, real and show that loyalty. Cause I still ride with them. When I go see them, I just hit fire with them. 20 years in, you can't get tied to it. Boys to the men, and we get tied to it, hey.
What up, y'all? Dash Kings with TJ, man. Like I said, man, I was gonna talk about working OTR compared to working a regional, local job. And I'll tell you this, man, me personally, I'll probably never go back OTR unless it's my own truck. And the reason why I say these things, man, because when most people first get into the industry, they think, oh yeah, OTR, yeah, I'm gonna do OTR. I'm gonna work over the road and I'm gonna see everything and you know, and that's cool. That's how you get your experience. You know, you're driving through many different cities. You're seeing a lot of different things. It's cool. You know, you can't necessarily beat that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? You get to see the world, contingent on who you with. You know, it's a lot of good things that go with that OTR thing. But the one thing that I say with OTR compared to your regional, dedicated local routes is the pay. The pay. Tell you what, I remember, if you've been a long time member of this channel, you'll know. I was driving per week, I was damn near getting like 2,500 miles in, bro. I remember the best check that I seen when I was doing OTR was probably around 1,600. And boy, did I had to slave for that. I mean, I probably drove from Pennsylvania to Ohio, from Ohio to North Carolina, from North Carolina to Florida. That might have been the trip. And like I said, boy, that's a lot of driving. And we talking only for a $1,500 check. So, let's go with con number one for OTR. It's the pay. I don't even need any other cons other than that alone. It's the pay. The pay is so trash. The pay is so trash, man. Like, since I've been doing what I've been doing now, and we'll get to that, but since I've been doing what I've been doing now, it hasn't even been close, man. I don't think I'll ever go back OTR unless it's under my own authority, my own truck. And then I can pick and choose, and it still would be a regional route. I still would run regional. Like, I'm not driving from Florida to California for $800. I seen something ridiculous like that, but we'll talk about that in another vlog. But I mean, OTR, the pro is you get your experience, you see the world. You know, for a young woman or a young man out there, you know, that's great. That's great living, man. You know, especially if you have really don't necessarily have no responsibility, so you ain't really got no apartment or whatnot at home or whatever. You don't really got no bills other than your cell phone bills and you know, whatever, maybe your car insurance, your car note or whatever like that. Yeah, it's great for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, spending four weeks out on the road at a time, you know, for a young man or woman, single, you know, that's a great thing. But most people can't function like that. Most people can't function like that. Now let's go over to your local dedicated regional routes. Pros. You are home pretty much once your 70 is done. Your reset after your 70 is done is the start of your home time, essentially. So, like for me, I'm gonna use mine as an example. I live in Nashville, right? I work in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is only about 60 miles away, 60 miles to the north. Every time I get a reset, I can really run back home. Chill, you know what I'm saying? Be at home, and then I run back up. Now, usually they give you a day or so after that. Excuse me. So you get your reset, your 34, which is what? A day and 10 hours, something like that. Then you get another day or two after that. So you get about 3.5 days, 3-4 days that you can chill, right? So that's a pro. Another pro. I work for a Dollar General account for Warner, and I serve within all the region of Kentucky, Tennessee. I've been going to Alabama a lot lately. All these little small towns where you see these Dollar Generals, because you gonna catch a Dollar General out there in the woods somewhere. That's the one thing that I say that's been consistent. You gonna catch a Dollar General out there in the woods somewhere. So, I serve all these places. I touch the freight. The pay is incomparable to OTR. You can't compare your little OTR rates to what I do, to what I get. There's no comparison. I'll tell you this. On the low end, I'm seeing $1,500 checks. So that's if I ain't working hard. That's if I ain't working hard. Did you hear what I said? That's if I ain't working hard. I'm seeing $1,500 a week. Now, the cons. You gotta have OTR experience. You gotta have OTR experience. That's the way that they can trust that you can get into these stores and not crash up and do all types of, because these little stores sometimes they be a little tricky to maneuver in. You gotta know what you're doing. I got videos where I'm blindside backing in traffic. But you talking to a man that driven in New York, Philadelphia, DC, Chicago, Atlanta, Charlotte, Memphis. I've been all over this world. So doing these maneuvers during my time when I was OTR, they helped me out a lot. Yeah, I get in there and I touch the freight. Honestly, that would be another pro. You're active compared to OTR. You're active. You're moving around. You're not just sitting, eating, consuming, sitting, consuming, eating. You know, your weight, man. Your weight is, your weight will fluctuate when you OTR, man. If you don't have discipline in OTR, you can mess around and get big. You can be 185 pounds when you first come in. And by the time you know it, I say a good month or two doing OTR, that can you can pretty much say that I gained 100 pounds. I'm 285 pounds. It's easy to gain weight, OTR, man, is what I'm saying. I touch my freight. And I get paid 3 different ways. The store, how many stores I'm doing, the miles, and how many cases I'm touching. OTR, you get paid for every time you drop that dropping and hooking. Dropping and hooking. You get paid for the completion of the load. So you run away across the country to drop one load. I'm doing multiple loads in one run. So you do the math. Hey, you know, again, each sector has its own pros and cons. But since I've been in the game, I'm just letting you know what's been good for me. You know, hey man, I'm living great. I can't lie. Since I done got out of OTR, I'm living good, man. I'm blessed. Now OTR can work for you. It did for me. But you know, right now I'm elevated. I've elevated. I done went from a freshman to a junior now. I'm a junior now. I'm not a freshman no more. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, to each his own, man. You know, when you get into this game, man, you get into this industry, man, you choose what you want to do. You know, each one has pros and cons. You know, sometimes I'll say a con for this. With local, dedicated, you know, regional, you sit a lot. If a store rejects your order, right, because you might have came a couple minutes late for them to, you know, take your delivery, you gotta sit and then deliver it when that store opens that next morning. So you got to really be cognizant on your time. And I'm gonna have a series about pre-planning, pre-planning actually, though. I'm gonna have a series about that because that's important. You know, even for OTR, that's very important. Because that's how you get, obviously, the more routes you can get in, the more money that you get, right? It's like that in both sectors. So, yeah, you know, it's little things to that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not like it's just smooth selling. You still got its own little things that you got to get used to and make sure that you're on top of. You know what I'm saying? Look, they about to crash. He about to crash. He about to crash, man. Let me see if the man can get up out of there. He gonna hit. He gonna hit. Look at this fool. Let's see he know what he gonna do. Let's see what he do. The smartest thing for him, since it's so close right there, is to go right. Well, let's see if he forces it. I'm gonna see if he forces it. The smartest thing for him to do would be go right. That would be the smartest thing. But let's see. Oh, he gonna back up? He gonna back up. Yeah, sorry guys, got a little distracted. So anyway, like I was saying, man, there's pros and cons. There's pros and cons for each different thing, man. It's not just smooth selling like that. You know what I'm saying? It's pros and cons to a lot. So, you know, you kind of gotta just pick your poison, man. Which one can you deal with when it's not going good? When you're not getting the miles at OTR, you know what I mean? Which means you're not getting the money like that. When you're not getting the loads in regional, dedicated. So again, you're not seeing the money like that. Which one can you deal with? So, yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all there with that thought, man. Something to think about, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know, in this industry, man, there's a lot of different things, a lot of different ways you can go, man. And you always got to just make the best move for yourself. You know, what makes sense for you and your family, what makes sense money-wise, you know, just what makes sense in general, man. So make the best move, man. Make the best move for yourself. Anyway, like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all. Follow me on my Instagram at _Kings. And always remember, man, put your seatbelts on. Get ready for this ride. I'll see you next time. Peace.
How many ride with no kin? When we was kids, used to share a nigga rib. And when things got crazy, a nigga spin the bin. And if things get crazy, a nigga split the wig. Yeah. I'm just grind, dog. I don't need no haters, all. If it's not about the bitch, it means you just talking, dog. Riding around with yeah. Gotta grind hard, gotta stack it, yeah.